Hey Railbirds, Kevin here. Got some more 9-ball for you from the 2018 Derby City Classic. Up next we have Justin Hall from Florida versus Teruko Cucculelli from the Columbus, Ohio area. Looks like they're flipping a coin instead of doing the more usual lag. Looks like Justin has won the flip. All right, we are playing some Derby City rules 9-ball, which is a little different than your regular CSI rules. It is rack your own. The break is the winner's option. They can opt to let their opponent break if they wanted to. The 9 on the break is a win in every pocket, even though it's rack your own. The 2-ball must be racked at the back of the rack. Jump cues are not allowed. If you want to jump, you got to do it with your full playing cue. And as always, 3-foul rule is in effect. I'm your host, Kevin Ross with Railbirds Productions. All right, Justin's made a ball in the break. Says safe schmafe. I'm going for this one. Well, hey, if you can miss it like that, why not? Yeah, looks like Teruko's looking at going 2 rails, maybe even 3 rails behind. 3 rails behind it looks like a pretty good shot. Looks like she's just going straight 2 rails though. Oh, nice try, just missed it. Justin's got a pretty nice layout here to get started with. And 1 ball leads to the next quite nicely. Sitting in pretty good shape to take this first game. Yeah, you just want to just draw it back towards the 8 for the 8 in the corner. Don't have to do anything special here. And just draw like, come out like a foot. Well, it's, come out a little bit farther than he wanted. Yeah, shot's a little bit of a tester for your first game of the match. All right, it's going to bring Teruko to the table. This little thin cut to the side. Probably a little bit of insiding, maybe just a little bit of inside and come across for the... I was thinking a little bit of inside, come across for the 9, like either in the same side or in that upper left corner. She's missed it good, left it tough. I think you can see enough of this to make it, but it's a tough shot. Looks like he's putting a lot of left spin on this. Maybe he's curving it a little. All right, nice shot. Oh, get off that 9. Get off that 9. All right, well, technically it's off the 9. It's not frozen to it, but it's not quite what I meant. About an inch between them. Not an easy shot. I don't think I'd be looking to play safe here. I think I would be going for this. And she's going for it. Missed it. Well, she has left it tough. Man, this shot's no hanger. All right. Teruko takes first game. Well, Derby City, they do play the no concession rule. If you concede the game, you lose that one plus one more. But most people don't try to enforce that. All right, Teruko with the break. Teruko's no stranger to Railbirds. She's been on Railbirds live stream a few times before, both in the Midwest Ladies Regional Tour tournaments that we cover, as well as the NAPT, North American Pool Tour. Nice shot there by Justin to get started with. May have hit that a little too nice. He's a little bit too straight on this two ball. You know, unless that four might not go. That four might not go to the upper left corner. It might be frozen on that ball, in which case he might be trying for this 3-9. Yeah, if that four doesn't go in the upper left corner because it was frozen on the 6, then yeah, he was trying for this 3-9, trying to make an early rack of it. He's still going to take a swing at it. Well, this is a pretty off-angle shot. Might want to just play safe, put the cue ball behind the 7. Possible billiard here for Teruko. Definitely not an easy shot from this distance, though, especially shooting out of the jaws of the pocket. Oh, I'm gonna let Justin take another swing at this. This one's a bit easier than the last one he missed. Oh, wow. Yeah, I thought he was going to make that one. Teruko's tempted to try to bank this 3 at the 9, but you don't want to catch the edge of that 6 on the way by. Looks like she's just playing safe. And if that gets behind there, that's going to be a pretty nice shot. Yeah, no jump cues allowed. You can jump, but just not with the jump cue. Looks like that 5-8 or actually looks more like the 8 is what's blocking, kicking at the side rail. I don't think the 5's in the way. I think the 8's the one that's in the way. Yeah, that's a good shot. Can't even easily knock the 9 out of there. Yeah, especially if that 4 doesn't go by the 6, I wouldn't mind just shooting the 9, and if you could. Yeah, he tried to lengthen it out, but couldn't quite get it, so ball in hand for a Teruko. Nice little billiard here. Just like that, Bob's your uncle. Teruko off to a 2-0 lead. Teruko with the break. Nobody home. Nice little touch. Did he leave a window? Actually, I think he did leave a window. I think she can bank the 1 ball straight down the center of the table, cue ball over behind that 6-7 area. Oh, no, she's got to jack up on it, so she's got to masse a little. So that 4 ball does have her just a little. Oh, and she's overdid it. Well, even with ball in hand, these are not sitting easy. I think I like coming all the way across, the cue ball this way, 2 over here, stop the cue ball here for the 3 in the side. And I think that's what he's planning on doing. Or even because he has angle on the 2, he can roll forward for the 3 in the corner. Nicely done. Now that 2 and 3 are out of here. That really opens up this rack. Now here you could try to draw back to the side rail, but I actually like trying to come up here. Actually, more like up here for that little arrow, so that way you can spin 3 rails around for the 7 in the same pocket. And so does Justin. A little bit of back and forth. 8 in the same pocket. And Justin's starting to loosen up now. Nice out, Justin. On the scoreboard. And if you don't like to look at those percentages down at the bottom, hey, don't blame me. Blame Fargo Rate. I'm just a messenger. Justin going for a more controlled break, and this failed to pocket a ball. It's going to bring Teruko to the table. Looks like she can kind of bob and weave between these balls. Looks like she can come. Oh, that's maybe more like that. And bonk, hit the 6. And take a long shot on the 2. Very long, tough shot on the 2. Problems even you just roll this in, you take the chance of ending up on top of that 7. So you're looking at tough shot immediately followed by another tough shot. And then another tough shot to get back to the 4. Oh, that's a nice shot. And she's straight in on this. She looks like she's like dead straight on this. She might have just a hair of angle where she can follow. Try to draw it all the way back to like near that upper right corner for the 4 on the side. Looks like she's following, so she must have some angle. And she's aiming for that little window, or is she trying to go all the way to the bottom rail? All the way to the bottom rail would have been good, or that window. Either one would have worked, but she ended up right in between. Right in no man's land. No woman's land. Nobody's land. Yeah, I think she just wants to kick to the end rail with speed so that the 4 ball ends up down here somewhere with the cue ball in this area. So it's really about the speed that you hit it with. And I think that's what she's doing. I think she's going for a controlled kick, trying to kick the 4 down table. That's exactly what she's doing, and she's hit that very nicely. Coming in 2 rails behind the 6. That was a nice shot. Tied up to 5 ball in the process. Oh, she could see the 4. Man, that was almost a really nice safety. Unfortunately, this has left a pretty nice shot for Justin. Nice shot there, drawn into the 5. Draw down under the 6, or between the 6-9. And Teruko says that's good. Uh-oh. All right, ball in hand. We got 1, 2, and 3 are all right near pockets. 3 to the 4 doesn't look like too much of a problem. 4 to the 5, 5 to the 6 could be a little tricky. And then there's always the issue of that 8 ball. I don't know that the 8 goes by the 9. It's got a little bit of angle on this 3. She could probably follow 2 rails to the center of the table with some high left. Or she could even kind of punch this a little bit off the bottom rail, go 1 rail at it. Oof. Sorry, she's still got a shot. Although it just got a lot harder. If she just rolls this in, it should brush the 7, which should help hold up the cue ball for the 5. She just touched the 9, make it even harder for the 8 to go. On screen, it looked like she could just roll it in and let it brush off the 7, which would slow it down and also send the cue ball more towards the 5. I didn't think she had to jack up quite as much as she did, but she was at the table, not me. Well, the 8 must go past the 9 because that's the position he's played for. Okay, I guess it doesn't. Playing for the bank. All right, nice shot, and that's landed quite nicely. And Teruko says that's good. I'd make him start shooting some of these myself, but I'm stingy like that. I make him shoot everything. Even if the rulebook didn't say I was supposed to make him shoot him, I still make him shoot him anyway. Oh, table sprung a leak. And completely standard that he's hooked on the 2 ball. It would be unusual for him to have a shot on, if you make, you make 4 or 5 balls on the break, it's downright weird to have a shot. Of course you're hooked. It's completely standard. Nice shot. And he's hooked again. All right, kick another one in. No good shot goes unpunished. Good hit, and it's gonna land tough. Oy vey. Might be able to bank the 5 up this way. Maybe let the cue ball come down here. I mean, you'll probably end up letting him see the 5, but you're leaving a lot of distance. Or you might get behind that 8 ball. But even if you didn't get behind the 8, even if you let him see it, it's leaving him tough. You could also try to come off the other side. Try to cut the 5 that way, bring the cue ball this way. And she was trying something like that. It seemed like the harder way to go. Mainly because of that 9 ball being in the way. Alright, Justin gonna go for this bank. He's just gonna try to play safe here. Well, there's your answer. Left himself pretty tough on this 7, though. Nice shot. He's putting a lot of draw. I thought he would just go like center ball up and down table, but he's putting a lot of draw on this. I'm gonna come around short side. Didn't like the one rail up and down. He wanted to come around like this. Okay. Stop being so generous. Make him shoot one every once in a while. Just to make him prove it. Make him prove that he remembers how to make them. The race was on to the corner. He's made a couple balls on the break. That's a pretty nice break. Nice shot on the two to get started. Nice angle. Now, he'd rather not have to play this 5-9 combination. I think he was trying to come up for like maybe the 5 on the side, maybe, but ended up bumping the 5. Well, it actually worked out. Well, except for the fact that he can't reach it and that he has to use the bridge. Had it not been for that, this would be a pretty nice shot. Nicely done. Coming right into the line for the 7. It's always the way you like to play shape. All right, Justin's halfway there. More than halfway there. Justin's starting to hit the break pretty good. He's making balls on the break and mostly ending up with a shot. Very nice shot. And he has a little bit of angle. He can shoot the 3 in the corner. He has a little bit of angle where he can draw like straight towards the 4. I don't think he's going to go for the 3-9 here. I think he's going to go for this run out because he has a nice angle to take him to the 4. Although he's come up a little bit short on this 4, a little bit shorter than I thought he was going to. And because he came up kind of short on the 4, caused him to run into the 7, trying to get to the 5. So the problems are kind of compounding themselves. All right. Brings Teruko to the table. Either a super thin cut to the corner or come off the right side of the 5, kind of thin off the right side, so the cue ball not necessarily at the 9 trying to make it, but trying to get the cue ball like under the 9. Looks like that's what she's doing, and try to thin off the right side of it. Oh, that's too thin. Leaves a nice little 4-ball run with ball in hand to extend his lead 6-2. All right, Justin with the break. I have yet to see somebody exercise their option to make their opponent break. I suspect that it's may not have even happened at all in the tournament. You never know. I don't know. Someone may have been like a smart aleck and said, "Oh yeah, you break." Maybe just once, just for the heck of it. I mean, I know the logic behind it. I mean, if you're not breaking real good and you know your opponent isn't making balls on the break, yeah, go ahead and let them break, let them spread them open, and then you get to come to the table and run out. But nobody wants to let somebody else break. Especially when it's rack your own and the 9 count on the break in all 6 pockets. Ooh, did she get there? I think she got there. That's a pretty nice safety. Oh yeah, she got there. She got behind that 4. That's a nice shot. All right, that nice safety has earned Teruko ball in hand with a pretty juicy looking 1-9 combination. I would definitely be shooting this 1-9. I don't think I would be trying to run these out. Because you got to play a combination on the 2. And then the 3 ball, you may have to play position for the 3 to the side, which is a small pocket from that angle. No, I don't like any of that. Just go for the 9. All right, nice shot, Teruko. Good game. That nicely executed safety won her that game. Closes up that gap a little bit. I don't know that Teruko's made a ball. Last couple times she broke from this spot. I want to try changing something up. Alright, she did make the 6 in the corner, but it didn't go straight in. It got kissed in. I think she can see this one. Yeah, she can definitely see this one. Cut the 1 in. Come across for the 2, 3. Yeah, this is a pretty nice looking spread here. Alright, she's left herself a bit more distance on this 2 than I was expecting. I thought she would just roll it in nice and soft and just come straight across for the 2, but she didn't like it. Alright, nice shot. Slow down, cue ball. Oh boy. Alright. She's got a shot. Three and 4, both in the side. Unfortunately, that's set up pretty nice for Justin. Unfortunately for Teruko. Fortunately for Justin. Yeah, he's come up a little short on this one. He's gonna have to like either really slow roll this, hold it up. Which I think he can hold it up. Using the side rail to help slow down the cue ball. Nicely done. And Teruko says that's good. Yeah, he hasn't shot a 9 ball in so long. I don't think he remembers how. They can prove he remembers how. All right, he's made 1 ball on the break. He's got a nice look at this 1 to get started. Oh, he may have slowed down that cue ball a bit too much. Ooh, got a hold of that one. He didn't want to underdraw it. All right, nice shot there, Justin. Puts him on the hill. 8-3, race to 9. He's made a ball. And no shot on the one. Shoot to one backup table. Some right spin. Cue ball back behind, either behind the 7 or behind the 9. Probably more likely behind the 7. Oh, she could get cue ball back behind the 9. Nicely. Oh, she's frozen to the side of the 9. Yeah, it's nicely done. All right, good hit. Scratch. Yep. All right, that safety has earned Teruko ball in hand. And we do play 3 foul here at DCC. Yeah, she could shoot the 1 down by the 9, let the cue ball roll up behind the 2 ball. It's one possible safety. She could shoot the 1 into the 4 to break up that cluster and let the cue ball roll up behind the 2. That's what she's looking at now. Gonna try to break open that cluster and roll up behind the 2 with the cue ball. At least I think that's what she's trying. Take a ride at the 9. He was definitely taking a ride at the 9. He's left this pretty tough. I mean, you can try to come off the left side of the 1, try to bring the cue ball back down table behind these balls, but you do take the risk of selling out a shot to the corner. Yeah, unfortunately, that is going to leave a shot. But, you know, Justin's still got some work to do. This is not an easy out. Just getting 1 to the 2 seemed to have been a little problematic. I think she might be able to cut this 2 into some right spin and spin right into that 4-6. Oh, that 4-6, that combination might be lined up pretty good to this bottom corner, so it might not need to be broken out. If it's lined up, then I wouldn't even bother trying to break it out because you might not get a shot on the 3 if you run into them. Oh, she was going for him. Oh, man. That was unlucky. Right. 3-9 in the side with ball in hand since that 4-6 is tied up. Well, he's looking at it all right. Oh, no, he isn't. He's shooting a 3 in the side. He's going to roll forward and try to break out that 4-6. And that was a nice effort. I don't know if he can see the 4 or even go rail first. He might have the rail first shot, maybe. Although I think he would have shot it by now if he had rail first. If he had any type of shot on the 4, I think he would have shot it by now. All right, good hit. And all right, that's left a shot for Teruko. Looks like she's pretty straight in. Looks like she can draw. Well, gonna have to try to draw back towards her on for a short side on the 6. Oh, no. She had a little bit of angle. I thought she was a little bit more straight than that. Yeah, she needed to pop that a little bit more. Unfortunately, she's left it kind of jacked up over the 8. She's gonna leave it safe. Safe. No rail yet. All right, 6 got the rail. I think she can roll this in, go like right between like the 8-9 for the 7 in the same pocket. That's a nice shot. Nicely done. Ideally, she'd like to draw back to almost about where she is now. She'd like to have that. Angle where from the 8 to the 9, where she can come around 2 rails for the 9 in the same pocket as the 8. This is kind of touchy here. I mean, she could just kind of roll this in for the 9 on the side, but that's, it's kind of a small pocket from that angle. She could try to go back and forth with the cue ball out to here. I don't know if she can draw under the 9. Looks like she can draw under the 9. Oh no, get out of there. All right, well, that does. Yep, that's 9-3. So yep, Justin does defeat Teruko 9-3. All right, well, I'm your host Kevin Ross with Railbirds Productions. Thank you guys for watching. We're gonna have plenty more Derby City matches on our channel coming up. So good shooting, Justin. Good shooting, Teruko. Sorry, just wasn't your day today. I think just couldn't get things to roll your way. All right, thank you guys for watching. Check you next time.